dum dum da dum da dum dum da dum. When you hear that sound, what's the first movie that comes to mind? Think apocalypse, robots, fears of printers coming to life. No, I'm kidding about that part. Ectoskeleton, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Welcome to another awesome video inside the media cabinet, where today not only are we doing a one-page preview of the most recent book that I just got, that is Terminated themed, finally, but we are also going to be doing a media showcase of the Terminator items that I have. So, welcome to a Terminator one-page preview and Terminator media showcase. This book I am very, very, very happy to have in my collection. I know that this particular book is very hard to find aside from the other ones. And I know that there's another version of this book. I just have the one version. I don't have the UK one. I was very lucky to find this on eBay for a very good price. So, with that being said, I'm just going to do the one-page preview, the one-page read for the Terminator. And this is by Randall Frakes and Bill Wisher, based on the screenplay by James Cameron with Gail Ann Hurd. The original shocker, the award-winning sensation, the ultimate killing machine. So like I said, got this for a really good price on eBay. I had it on Amazon, but it was too expensive on Amazon. But like I said, I was very lucky to find this for a very good price on eBay that I couldn't pass up. And it's a beautiful, clean copy. It looks, like I said, pristine and clean. So, with that being said, let's get into this one-page read for the Terminator. Day 1, Los Angeles, California. Griffith Park Observatory, March 9th, 1984. Friday, 3:48 a.m. History is dead had been scrawled on one of the stucco walls grinding the moonlit observatory. Perhaps it had been put there by an undergraduate with a bad case of whimsy, or maybe it had been spray-painted by a bravado gang member who interrupted his usual ritual of marking territory with a literal concept. Or maybe it had been put there by someone who knew it was the truth. The triple-domed building was silent, lit only by a pale yellow globe above the copper and glass entrance. The grounds surrounding it were neat enough, trimmed with small precision by the city park gardeners, but there were little eddies of trash swirling around the vast parking lot and flattened by the March wind against the defaced wall. The observatory had once been a working window on the cosmos. Since it had first been built, astronomers had pondered the centuries-long ticking of the cosmic clock in the sky from high atop the hills. This was now a near impossibility because of the city's glowing spiderweb that illuminated the LA basin at night and blotted out the stars. The exhaust of industry and freeway traffic created and blank. And that is the one-page read for the Terminator. Out of all the Terminator movies, and not to be mean, this one is not my favorite, and the reason is, spoiler, I don't like that Arnold is a bad guy. I like him being more of a good guy than a bad guy. So that's why, if I had to say my favorite Terminator movie, it definitely is Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Huge shout out to Adam from Paper Movies. He sent me this a while back. I'm very happy to have this in my collection, and it made me want to get the rest of the Terminator books, and it made me want to look for this one. So, I'm not doing a one-page read for this, but because now we're in like the showcase part of the video. So here we go. We have Arnold as again the Terminator on the front, where it says he's back. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, by Randall Frakes, based on screenplay by James Cameron and William Wisher. Up next, the novel of the blockbuster hit film Schwarzenegger, Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, a novel by David Hagberg, based on the screenplay by John Brancato and Michael Ferris, story by John Brancato and Michael Ferris and Teddy Sarafin. And the last book in the Terminator movie series. I know that there are some side stories. I haven't picked those up. I don't know if I'm gonna pick those up. It's still up in the air if I want to get those. But as of right now, I just have the base Terminator movie novels. The official movie novelization by Alan Dean Foster, based on the motion picture written by John Brancato and Michael Ferris. We have the novelization from Titan Books for Terminator Salvation. Yes, we all know how bad this movie is. I watched it, I thought it was complete garbage. I feel bad that Christian Bale had to be part of it, and I feel bad that Alan Dean Foster had to write it. Next, we move on to the movies for the media showcase. I don't own Terminator 1, and I don't own Terminator Salvation and Terminator Rise of the Machines, but I do have them on my streaming services that I watch. I only have 3 Terminator movies, 1 good one, 2 bad ones, even though one of them is one of my favorites, even though the one that I'm referring to is one that people hate. Starting off with my ultimate favorite one, I was very happy to find this at Best Buy one day. We have Terminator 2 Judgment Day, T2. My first experience with Terminator was at Universal Orlando. There used to be a 3D attraction called T2 3D, or it was fully called Terminator 2 3D Battle for the Future, or Battle for Tomorrow. I don't remember. It was a full-blown movie that James Cameron actually filmed, directed, and Arnold Schwarzenegger was part of it. And trying to look for the name of the kid that played John. He was in it too. Robert Patrick and Linda Hamilton, they were all part of it. All the original cast and everything were part of it, and you can actually find. I'll put a link in the description for it. You can watch the attraction at Universal. Doesn't exist anymore. It's now been replaced with a Jason Bourne show. But it was really cool, and that was like my first exposure to the Terminator series, seeing that in 3D in Universal. But Terminator 2 has always been my all-time favorite Terminator movie. I love this one, I recommend this for anyone that wants to get into the Terminator movies, but if you really want to start from the beginning, because then you'll be confused. So we'll pop this open. There's a digital code that I think is expired, probably. And then we have our disc. Now, I know recently there was a 4K Steelbook that came out for this, and I know that there was mixed reviews about it, saying that the 4K scan is iffy, and then the Blu-ray scan is that. I didn't pick it up. I would have liked to have picked it up, but since I have this, I didn't really feel the need and the necessity. Next, we have this lump of garbage that basically rewrites the Terminator history and the timeline. It's Terminated Genesis. I don't know really why I got this movie. I got it just because of Terminator, and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Matt Smith and everything. And this was, I guess some people look at this as like a rewrite of the first Terminator with a huge plot twist. And I think, I would say this is a movie that no one asked for, and the same could be said about the next one that I have. But I mean, I watch this once in a while if I do a Terminator marathon and everything. So you got your Blu-ray 3D. I don't even have a Blu-ray 3D player. I just have my PlayStation 5. It can't play 3D. So this disc is basically useless to me. You got your Blu-ray over here, and you got your DVD. And the final Terminator movie that I have in my collection is, I guess you could say this one like wipes out Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, Salvation, and Genesis, and it just like it's like a direct sequel to Judgment Day, and kind of saying it's like Terminator 3 and the other ones didn't happen, and it was just like Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and then we go to Terminator Dark Fate. There was a lot of hate on this movie. I saw this in the Dolby Theater twice. I enjoy it. I like it. It's got some good comedy to it. It's got a really awesome cast. You got the new Rev 9 Terminator series. And I think I think the reason why a lot of people hated this movie was because of how it starts. If you've seen this movie and you've seen the beginning, then you know what I'm talking about. I guess this movie's just a hit or miss. But I like the slipcover with the colors and everything, with the cast, and of course it was really cool to see Linda Hamilton come back, and of course have Arnold come back. You can't have a Terminator movie without Arnold. It's like, there are bonus features, extended and deleted scenes, behind the scenes, and if you want, you can go ahead and take a look on the back, see some scenes, and read the description on the back. And we're going to go ahead and pop it open. And no disc on, just a regular Paramount blue and silver. You got your Blu-ray and your DVD. The cool part about this was that James Cameron did come back to direct it, and he also had some help from Tim Miller, who is known for the greatest two movies in history, the Deadpool movies. So, well, there you have it, folks. The Terminator books and the movies. Thank you very much for checking out this media showcase and one-page read. With all that being said, remember, if you enjoy all things physical media, including movies, 4Ks, steelbooks, movie novels, video games, and Funko Pops, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like. What is your favorite Terminator movie? And have you played Terminator Resistance, the game that is out for PS4, Xbox, PS5, and I think it's on PC? I could be wrong with that. With all that being said, folks, thank you for checking out this video, and in true Terminator fashion, I'll be back for another video inside the media cabinet. See you guys next time. Peace.